Wherever Jesus went, great crowds followed. They had witnessed the incredible signs he performed, healing the sick and restoring hope to the brokenhearted. One day, Jesus went up on a mountainside near the Sea of Galilee and sat down with his disciples. Looking up, he saw a massive crowd coming toward him. Thousands upon thousands of people had gathered to hear his teachings. Jesus turned to his disciple, Philip, with a question designed to test his faith, as Jesus already knew what he would do. He asked, "Where can we buy bread for all these people to eat?" Philip, overwhelmed by the sheer number of people, replied, "Even if we worked for more than half a year, we wouldn't have enough money to buy even a small bite for everyone." Just then, another disciple, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, spoke up. "There is a young boy here," he said, "who has 5 small barley loaves and 2 fish." But he quickly added, "But what is that among so many?" The crowd was immense, numbering about 5,000 men, not even counting the women and children who were also present. Yet, with calm authority, Jesus instructed his disciples, "Have the people sit down." The crowd settled on the green grass, a sea of expectant faces. Then, Jesus took the 5 loaves and the 2 fish. He looked up to heaven and gave thanks to God. He broke the bread and began to distribute the food to the people through his disciples. An astonishing miracle unfolded before their eyes. The bread didn't run out. The fish didn't disappear. Everyone ate, not just a little, but until they were completely satisfied. When everyone had finished eating, Jesus told his disciples, "Gather the pieces that are left over, so that nothing is wasted." They went through the crowd and collected the leftovers, filling 12 large baskets. What started as a humble boy's lunch miraculously became a feast that fed thousands, with more left over than they had in the beginning. When the people witnessed this incredible sign, they were filled with awe and began to say, "Surely this is the prophet, the one who is to come into the world." Their excitement grew, and they planned to take Jesus by force and make him their king. But Jesus, knowing their intentions, quietly withdrew from the crowd and went up into the mountains by himself to pray. Later that evening, as darkness fell, the disciples got into their boat and started to cross the Sea of Galilee. A strong wind began to blow, and the waters grew rough and choppy. They had rowed for several miles, struggling against the waves in the dark. Suddenly, they saw a figure walking on the water, coming toward their boat. They were terrified, thinking it was a ghost. But a familiar voice called out to them through the wind and the waves. It was Jesus. He said, "It is I. Do not be afraid." Overjoyed and relieved, they immediately welcomed him into the boat, and at once the storm calmed, and they reached their destination. The next day, the crowd that had been fed searched for Jesus and found him on the other side of the sea. But Jesus knew their hearts. He told them, "You are looking for me not because you saw the miraculous signs, but because you ate the loaves and had your fill." He then used this moment to reveal a deeper truth. Jesus made a powerful and profound declaration, "I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty." This teaching was difficult for some to accept, and many who had followed him turned away, but his closest disciples remained. When Jesus asked if they too wanted to leave, Simon Peter answered for them all, "Lord, to whom shall we go? You have the words of eternal life." The events of John chapter 6 reveal the boundless power and deep compassion of Jesus. He fed thousands with a child's small meal. He commanded the wind and the waves by walking on water, and most importantly,